Tim, I have
All
a
right.
question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it was my understanding that recently there was a baseball game that was played, a very important baseball game that was played. It was between, I believe, two clubs that you love very deeply. It was the Dodgers versus Mexico. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so who did you root for and how did you blow your brains out?
It was it was no. Actually, wait, I should
Oh shit.
wait, wait. Actually, let me wear this for like the last time in a bit. Uh can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So actually, that was a friendly match. That was a friendly match. That was an exhibition match.
But like,
Um
is it hard to decide who to root for? Like, well, fuck, I love them both.
it's a oh shit, two cake situation where it's like it's holy shit, toothcakes. So here's the thing. This is gonna take a good chunk of like the beginning part, which is fine because what is there to say about this stupid ass movie? We'll get to that when we get to that. No, that was a couple of weeks ago. The situation here is that the World Baseball Classic
Mhm.
started. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I
Um,
don't. I follow combat sports. I don't follow baseball, to be honest.
okay, so here's what
Please.
happened. It's like the world. It's like the World Cup of baseball. It's
Mhm.
not. It doesn't hasn't been that long. It barely got established in 2006, so it hasn't been that long since it started.
Okay.
And before the official start of the tournament, they
Hmm.
did this thing where like, okay, all of the countries that are participating, let's do exhibition matches between like the countries and like MLB baseball team since they're doing spring training. So
Okay.
the Mexico team actually played two games, one against the Colorado Rockies. No, right, against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then one against the Dodgers.
Hmm.
They beat the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers beat Mexico. But you know, whatever. It was a friendly match. It was just an exhibition game.
Is
And
Mexico still
then
in?
no. So here's the funny story.
Okay.
So let me tell you about the 2023 World Baseball Classic. And let me tell you about a national team that made a country dream for
Oh
like the
no.
first time in a long time. So in
Okay.
2023, the Mexico team got to third place. Okay?
Okay.
They made it all the way to semifinals. They were eliminated by Japan, who ended up winning in 2023. Okay? But
Okay.
we gave them hell. Okay? It
Like
was a game
you
that
all went out swinging. You all can be proud.
yeah, yeah, it was a game. I think they scored like what was it, like 5-4, and I think we went on to like yeah. So no, it was 6-5. It was 6-5, and then and Mexico came out with this red jersey that said Mexico on it. And it was the we're dressed to kill. We came out, we're swinging. Mexico, for the first time in a long time, had a star that we were all proud of. His name is Randy Arozarena. This big, tall, strong ass dude with perfect beard and kind eyes that came out and did this pose every time that he would hit a run or even a hit. He would like stand, like lift up his arms and do a big little cross here and did
Uh-huh.
a big cheeky smile. Randy became a hero to every Mexican in 2023. We all wanted to be like Randy. Every single Mexican for a first time felt proud in a national team because the soccer team fucking sucks, man. So we're
Didn't they
there.
win the Teen World Cup a couple years like a decade ago?
That's not the World Cup, okay? So,
No, no, didn't they
that's
win the Teenage World Cup? So like,
yeah, that's not the
wouldn't
World
it?
Cup.
No, but wouldn't it make sense? Like, oh, okay, we can win this. Maybe in like 5 years, the same players will grow up and like we'll be good.
We'll see in the summer, but we're still waiting. So
That's assuming it
Mexico,
still happens.
yeah, so Mexico had like this big, like, oh my God, like we have new heroes, we have new people that we can admire, we have like a national team that we can be proud of. And even though they lost and they got to third place, man, we were proud of the 2023 WBC team. And Japan ended up getting into the finals and winning, which of course they did. They have an
Mhm.
incredible team. And so 3 years later, 2026. And a good chunk of that same 2023 team is there as long as newcomers and everything. And 2026 starts, and we have like the friendly matches, and then we have the first in the pool games, five teams in our pool: Italy, the United States, Mexico, Great Britain, and Brazil. Two of these teams are gonna pass, yes or yes. And then what happens, man? What happens? Mexico plays against Great Britain and wins 8-2. And it's beautiful and it's amazing. And the sellies are great, and every single player is having a great time. And then Mexico plays against Brazil. And Mexico defeats Brazil 16-0. They're winning so much that the game needs to stop because it turns out there's a mercy rule that if one team is ahead of the other by over 10 points and it's the seventh inning, the game needs to stop the massacre. It's beautiful.
They're
It's
already
fucking
dead.
beautiful. We're like, ring the damn bell! It's beautiful. And then Mexico turns to the US and goes and says one of the most beautiful lines in Spanish language, which is "Manos te van a faltar para
You can
pelarme
find
la
out.
verga." So the thing about the US team is that they are sauceless. They have no swag. They have zero swagger. Technically very impressive, but they treat each other like like coworkers, while every other team is treating each other like brothers. And so here comes the US team, sauceless, weak, boring, but technically impressive. So of course they whoop Mexico 5-3, but we gave them hell.
Is that a whooping though? Like I feel like that's only 2 runs more. That's a close game, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, they defeat us. So
Okay.
what happens? Mexico loses their first game. They still have one against Italy. And United States, for some reason, they believe that they already passed. They already made it past the group stage. So they all go out. They all go celebrating. They all go out like drinking. And then they show up to the Italy game thinking that they already passed. And Italy destroys them 8-6. And it gets to like a point because for 48 hours, we're all like, just making calculations in our head like we can still be in this because Mexico still has a game against Italy on the 11th. We realize that if Italy wins,
Hmm.
Italy and the US passes to the to the quarterfinals. If Mexico defeats Italy by 4 runs and scores 4 runs, at least 4 runs, regardless of the outcome, Mexico and Italy pass.
And the US is
But
out.
if yeah, and but if Mexico defeats Italy and does 5 or more runs, Mexico and the US passes to the next runs. So we're like, should we do a good old, let's talk behind the scenes and let's work out our differences so that we both pass? Or
I
do we leave this
honestly,
up to
I
fate?
would Italy the way that they hate the US right now, they probably would have worked with you guys and been like, look, here's what we're gonna do. This
Because
is
here's the thing, the US team fucking, I hate them. Like, I hate the US team, mostly because it's 3/4 just Yankees and because they're so boring. They think, oh, this is nothing compared to the World Series. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, be proud of something. But like, oh my God, their sellies are so boring. Their players are so boring. I saw Aaron Judge give a speech to the team. He's so sauceless. Like, it's it's nothing.
I'm looking
So
I'm looking at this roster from the US team right now, and honestly, man, I couldn't name a single fucking one. If I saw them in the street and someone was like, "Oh my God, he's blah blah blah," who the fuck is that guy?
yeah,
It'd
yeah,
be like when I did that to El Inferno. Is that what they're called?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
movie.
did that to them once by accident. They were in the room. I didn't know. Julio comes up to me, dude, El Inferno's here. Who the fuck are they? And they're right there at the counter. I didn't know that that was them. So
Well,
yeah, dude, no, okay. So for this brackets, folks, I know we're a movie podcast, but shut the fuck up for a minute. We're talking about baseball. Okay, so real quick, I see South Korea versus Dominican Republic. I'm gonna say Korea. U.S. versus Canada. I'm gonna say U.S. Please, Canada, whoop our ass. I hope they boo our national anthem. Um, Puerto Rico versus Italy. Come on, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Venezuela versus Japan. I like Japan.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go for Japan.
Okay, Japan over Puerto. Okay, Puerto Rico or Japan. I'm cool with that, but with either one.
In a perfect world, that will be the ending. In a perfect world, that will be the final.
Yeah,
Like a
I
Japan versus
really
Peru.
don't want the US to win this. We don't deserve
Me
it.
neither. Me neither. And they're so clearly just made this team because they lost in the finals to Japan last year and they really want to win. But it's like they just want to win. They don't want to like they don't get it. They don't get it. Like this
Yeah.
is and man, because if you looked at the Sellies, you don't know what a Selly is, right?
Fuck no, no idea.
It's a celebration. Like it's the way they celebrate after like a home run or something.
Okay.
Like if you looked up the Sellies, like for example, when it was Mexico against Great Britain celebrated by putting on like one of those hats from the soldiers outside of Buckingham Palace and
Uh-huh.
just standing still for a bit. Uh, Italy,
That's so dumb.
the Italy team has a goddamn espresso machine in their dugout, and so they were doing like shots of espresso after every like home run. The Dominican Republic has like plátanos like that they start lifting like weights after every like thing. The Colombia team also has like a good one. I didn't see like the Canada one. Mexico, every time that they would score a home run, they would put on luchador masks and like mariachi hats and start just like fucking jumping around. It's awesome. It's beautiful.
And the
Guess the US
US,
Selly. Guess the US Selly. It's worse.
don't fucking tell me they put on a red hat.
No, 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 no. Come on, come on.
What is it?
They salute the troops. That's it.
Just
Just do that. Which is yeah. So that was the so that's our update on the World Baseball Classics. It's so sad because it's like the Mexico team made it all the way to semifinals 3 years ago, and now they couldn't even make it out of the group stage, which is so sad because this was such a good team, and it just sucks. But okay, thank God I'm a Dodgers fan, and defeat won't it's not a feeling that I'm gonna feel last for like a lot longer. So. All right.
just gonna jump over to a different franchise.
Yeah, no, not franchise. It's a national team, and then just
Jump
go
over to
back
a
to
different
my
team.
team. I will never stop rooting for the Dodgers. You can quote me on that. So yeah,
What if Trump purchases the Dodgers?
he cannot do that.
Why not?
He cannot do that. The owners of the Dodgers are like extremely liberal.
Really? Oh, I love
Yeah,
that about them.
they were like one of the few teams that like ICE tried to raid the stadium and wait outside, and the
That's
organization
right.
was like not on our turf. Get the fuck out of here. Like
That's
no,
right. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Oh man, that's right. I was gonna become a Dodgers fan going forward.
Heck yeah. All right. But anyway, that's baseball talk. That's it. I'm not gonna dwell too much on that because I already.
You happy?
No, I'm not happy, but like I made my peace with it, so whatever, whatever.
Will you feel better if and when America loses?
I do want them to lose. I do want them to lose in a very embarrassing way. It's already really fun the fact that like and also something else happened, which you're gonna love this. So there is a team.
Okay.
Wait. Randy Arozarena, who's like our Mexican star player of the 2023 Classic. He plays for the Seattle Mariners. Okay. And he has a teammate. I'm blanking on his name at the moment, but who plays for the US team.
Okay.
And he's a catcher. And currently, so they faced against each other in the Mexico game. And there was a moment where Cal Raleigh, his name is Cal Raleigh,
Okay.
uh, and there was a moment where like Randy was up to bat and Raleigh was catching, and so Randy goes up to him like before the pitch, and he goes like, "Hey man, like what's up? Like hey, we made it. Like that's so cool, right?"
Yeah.
And Raleigh was just like didn't do eye contact, didn't talk to him,
Oh,
didn't
he
even
pulled a
wave him
Kobe.
back, just like no. And Randy was like, "The fuck, dude?
We're friends.
Like we're friends, we're teammates, We're just at the moment not doing it. And so Randy gets pissed. And Randy, like I mentioned, big dude, strong dude, you know. He speaks like four languages. So after they asked him, like, hey, how does this make you feel? And he
Mhm.
goes, I'm gonna answer in four languages. And he did a very beautifully worded response. And then at the end he did it in English and he was like, yeah, deal with that what you will. So a lot of people are like, yo, what the fuck? Why didn't you wave Randy? Why didn't you say hi to Randy? That's like
Yeah.
that's terrible. And
Yeah.
so Riley was like, oh, fucking racist piece of shit. And so after he was like, oh no, I talked to him, we're fine. And it's like, okay, did you talk to him? And he was like, well, I shot him a message. And he was like, that's not talking to someone. It's so
What was the name of the guy again? Not Randy, the other one.
Cal Raleigh,
Cal Raleigh.
fucking motherfucker, like.
He looks like a douche.
Yeah,
Like his
if
face
you
screams
if you
asshole.
Google him on the news, you might show like him and Randy, like the whole situation.
Let me see. But Cal, teammates,
Just look up
Randy.
Carl Raleigh and then Randy and then like or
There's no
just
beef with M's teammate Randy.
sure.
Sure, there's not. Sure, there's not. Who's a bigger star, Cal or Randy?
Who the fuck is Cal Raleigh? This is like the first time I'm hearing about him. Like,
Oh, then he's probably worried he's gonna get cut.
well, yeah. How dare you? And then Randy, oh my God. Like I saw for like the past 3 years, we've all been like,
Follow you?
not only that, but like it's the pose. It's the look up Randy Rosarina pose. Like it's a fucking power pose that he does. Like it's beautiful. It's a little fun selling. And then like the other players started to do it as well. It was really fun.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's a he would have a career as a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
That
big
that's
dude.
a wait, so he does this, right? And then does this?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it's
no,
just look at that and the smile and like
that's
the
the
swagger, like and the
that's the Bob Lashley
chains
pose though.
and everything. Like it's just yeah, it's cold. Just fucking great.
Let's
Anyway,
see.
we probably took way too long on this, but
I think we talked more about baseball than we're gonna be talking about this movie.
well,
I
somebody should. I mean,
Man, I wanted so badly to like this movie.
I know, which is really sad because I also wanted to like it in my own way.
I feel like your words are hollow. I meant mine.
Let's get to it. Say the thing.
Hit the intro. Okay.
Here we go. Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. My name is Chema.
And I'm Eddie.
Reviewing the Smashing Machine, and this is the rollback, the unforgettable true story of a UFC legend. The Smashing Machine, aka the Snoring Machine, in the late 1990s, an up and coming mixed martial artist, Mark Kerr aspires to become the greatest fighter in the world. However, he must also battle his opioid dependence and a volatile relationship with his girlfriend. Dawn, directed by Benny Safdie, this 2025 release saw Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Ryan Bader, Bass Rutten, Lindsay Gavin, Zoe Kosick, Alexander Usyk, and other colorful characters play up this real story. This movie came out from the heels of several things that it's trying to establish. First, it's trying to establish Benny Safdie as a solo director after him and his brother Josh decided to make different projects this year, both deciding to make sports stories about
About not really
very
about sports.
yeah, in a way, about very egocentric sports players with a need to, for some reason, really go to Japan while fighting personal drama and relationship drama and everything else. And this movie is also trying to establish Dwayne Johnson as a possible Oscar nominee, as a possible award darling after, doing mostly nothing but big budget action movies. So he's trying to make like a real dramatic turn. and is trying to also establish Benny as someone that tries to really push for natural directing using real film stock instead of digital. So it's trying to do a lot with very little. So I think basing it in like a true story was actually like a way of like it's kind of like when they put like an iron stick on like a tree to make it stick. Like okay, let's use this as a template, and then
Mhm.
hopefully everything else will stick. We heard a lot about this. We saw a lot about it. Oh my God, is Dwayne Johnson unrecognizable? Oh my God, is this like the real turn? What is gonna happen? Who will be the best Safdie director of the year? What's gonna become of the Smashing Machine? And A24 was like, we'll fund both. Fuck it, we ball. Let's add to the fire. Let's add to the drama. And so the movie came out. I went to see it. You finally saw it. And me being someone that is very just is not fascinated by The Rock in the slightest, you being a fan of what he has been capable of giving us so far, I I didn't want to see this movie and have my biases confirmed. I really wanted to be surprised, but sadly, I think it's worse than I expected. What were your initial thoughts on the Smashing Machine?
Um, I'm sorry, positives or negatives? Because I got a lot of negatives.
Let's start with positives. Let's start with positives. Why not? I'll also keep mine.
The makeup, for what it's worth, the makeup is good. And I will say this, I respect Dwayne The Rock Johnson for his commitment to at least the physicality of it. Because that's him. He doesn't use a stun double. That's
Yeah,
him taking the beating and doling it out and being in the ring. And that is difficult. That is him in the training sessions. That is
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Again, the makeup is very impressive. Emily Blunt does the best that she can with the material she's given, and it got her a nomination at the very least. Actually, technically,
Just for
her and
the just for the Golden Globes, not for the Oscars.
technically for the Golden Globes, both she and didn't The Rock
Yeah,
also get nominated at the Golden Globes?
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, in their defense, I mean they did get some award recognition. The makeup for sure got award recognition. Honestly, I could see it. Uh, The Rock it really is, to me at least, unrecognizable, going from who he is now to Mark Kerr. I will give them that credit. That said, that's about as much compliment as I can give this movie.
Okay. My compliments to the movie are I do think the makeup is good. Uh, I think the hairstyling is actually the best part of the movie. I've never seen a wig that has built-in hair thinness. Like
What?
you saw like okay, you see someone's hair and you go and you can see like if it's thick or if it's thin.
Yeah.
And there are parts where like Dwayne would like turn and you could see like the light hitting his hair. You could see it like through it,
Hmm.
which is something you can only see when someone has thin hair. And
Yeah.
I've never seen someone make like a wig that's specifically supposed to show like hair being thin. That I thought was it's a very minute, obscure
Detail.
detail, but I'm glad that they went for it. I feel like that's very realistic. I do like the makeup and everything. Uh, like you said, Emily Blunt, I do think she is as good as she can be, but I don't think the script gave her much to work. I think the best acting performance in the movie is Ryan Bader, who plays the other Mark Coleman. For being a guy who's not an actor, he's a real live MMA fighter.
He did pretty
He
good.
he did amazing. He did so naturally, and because the movie purposefully looks like it's like capturing real life, not exactly like a documentary, but it kind of looks like it's just the camera is just there, uh, watching real life interactions. He comes off as the most natural one, probably because of his lack of acting history. If we know anything about the Safdies, is that they can take people who are not primarily actors and make them act well. They did that with Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems. That felt supernatural. I didn't know who he was before the movie. I didn't know he was like a real life player.
Oh, he's also a real life
So,
asshole. Trust me. He
well,
once
he
told a
he.
guy, "You look like." He once told a guy, "You look like a kid with cancer."
Oh my God.
He once told a guy, "Happy Mother's Day" on Mother's Day, knowing full well that his mom had died of cancer when he was 14 years old. He once told I think it was Bugsy Malone, "Shut up and shoot it, you fucking midget." in
Oh,
his career.
God.
Yeah, no, Kevin Garnett's not a good guy. He is not a
I'm
good
not,
guy.
I didn't say he was a good guy. I said like they made him act well in that movie.
Let's be clear.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's be clear.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I know a lot about shit talk.
Yeah. I mean, look, Josh Safdie just did Marty Supreme, and he put Kevin O'Leary in the
Oh,
movie, and he's an
Kevin
asshole, but
Kevin
like they made
O'Leary
him
can jump
act.
off a bridge.
Yeah, but like they were like, we need an asshole in the movie. Let's just get an asshole from real life, and just like you know
Yeah.
that translated into the movie.
Kevin.
So, but anyway, back to this.
So wait, I want to tread on something you just said.
Yeah,
You said they filmed this film as close to real life as possible,
yeah,
and I'm going to go on record and saying I think that is the second most detrimental thing that fucked up this movie, that screwed this movie,
okay,
is that they were too true to life because real life, no offense, is typically kind of boring with the exception of a few moments. But somehow this film almost feels like it's exclusively on the boring parts, or the underwhelming parts, or it doesn't the movie does not feel cohesive all the way through. It feels flat. And I think that bugs me because there is a much better story in this film, and that will be the last thing I'll say, is I will tell you the version of the movie that I think they could have done that would have worked. But before we get there, we need to criticize the film as it is. And as it is so true to life, it is boring as fuck. And I wish it wasn't. I was so looking forward to them telling the story and telling it the right way. And I wouldn't have heard Benny if he had thrown some Hollywood magic in there. It's Benny, and what's his brother?
Josh.
Josh is the better director. I'll say that right
Uh,
now, man. I will go on
yeah,
record saying that. Benny, I'm sorry. Mess fire. Hope the next one hits. This one did not. Sorry. Take some
yeah.
notes from
It's
Christopher
just
Nolan. He's gonna be in Odyssey. Obi took some notes from him.
yeah. Yeah, Benny has actually taken a few acting roles as well, which I have enjoyed. I've honestly really liked him as an actor, and he's gonna be in the Mario movie, which is really funny.
What?
He's Bowser Jr.
He's gonna be the main villain?
Yeah,
I okay. I way to cash in a paycheck, I guess.
yeah.
He
No,
was in
he's
Happy.
good.
He was the villain in Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, he was the dad in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret too.
I did not notice. He wears a lot of man liner. No, that's not criticism. That's just an observation.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the mayor from The Dark Knight. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh yeah, back to this movie. Yeah, the second it starts, I was a little honestly, I think it started really well.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
definitely.
I like the overall I like the opening narration. I like the shots of like the initial fight. I really like the music at the start, and I really like how it was originally set up. I even when I heard Dwayne's voice, it was like a softer, gentler voice that I'm not used to hearing him use in his, action movies or like when he's talking shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Like,
Well, I
is this,
also like
does
that
this
opening scene at the doctor's office worked. Like it set us up a bit.
No, the second the scene that he goes to the doctor's office and he's sitting in the waiting room and he goes up to a random woman and it's like, "You're probably about to ask me if I'm like a super famous UFC
No,
fighter,
the
right?"
delivery is what didn't
And the
work. The
woman
scene could have
and the
worked.
woman is like, "I don't even know who the fuck you are. I wasn't even looking at you." Like I am so fucking sure that that was just like they were just like, "Just do your thing." We gave up from the start because the second that he starts talking to that woman like that, I'm like, "Fuck this movie. This is ruined." Immediately. I'm
Do
like,
you,
people, no, no, wait,
you
wait.
think he ran
You know,
over Benny?
what?
Do you think The Rock ran all over Benny? Like
The fact that this movie is produced by $7 and not just exclusively by A24 tells me that he had a hand in this.
no,
If you want,
he was definitely producing.
if he wanted to sit down and be a team player and do something different, he shouldn't have produced it. He shouldn't have put his name in it because now he cannot separate himself from that. We know how he is, so I disagree with when you said like, "Oh, he's unrecognizable." No, this is good old Saint Dwayne. Good old Saint Dwayne. What did he do to stretch beyond his talent limits? He allowed himself to lose. And what happened? He lost a fight in the movie. Immediately he goes, "No, no, you weren't supposed to make me lose. Me, 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 me." Fucking shit. shit, man. I hate to get like this on a show, but this guy just has a straight button to my heart and making and pissing me off. So no, I'm sorry. The movie straight up craps itself the second he goes like, "You're probably recognizing me immediately." Like, yes, you recognize me. No. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? You weirdo? Like,
I think if he had
no.
said like hi to her, and she was like, "Why are you so bruised up? Like, are you okay?" She's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, it's
yeah.
fine." Like, uh,
That's not what
I'm
happened, did
okay.
it?
No, okay.
I'm sorry, but like that's not what happened, did it? Is the overall thesis of the failure of this movie. We're told this guy is a fucking legend. Did you show that in the movie?
See,
We're told
okay.
he set records. Did they show that in the movie? We're shown that he had a volatile relationship with the girlfriend. Okay, they kind of show that in the movie, but like, did they show that in the movie? Is the overall failure of this movie? I'm sorry, I'm talking
No,
over
you
you. Go
know, no,
ahead.
you're right. No, no, no. I completely
Yeah,
agree with you. Again, I will get to that in a
yeah,
minute.
yeah,
I think The Rock, I think part of the problem, I don't know if it was the directing
yeah.
or The Rock, or maybe the director thought of his limitations or the writing. I don't know who to blame 100%. I really do think that The Rock can go there as far as being emotional and being vulnerable. I don't know if that's because I don't know if they didn't let him go there because that wasn't the direction of the film, or because The Rock didn't want to look weak, or, and this is another part that I don't think you and me have talked about. Mark Kerr was involved in the creation of this film, in the producing of this film. Is
Yeah.
it possible he didn't want them to show him in such a negative light? Obviously, the film doesn't need his write-off. Like, I would assume that the director has autonomy here. But I mean, some part of me does wonder how much of his account did they take into play? Did they just believe everything he said because this is a borderline documentary biopic, or were they just trying to be kind to the guy and not show him at his worst moments? Because there are this movie feels like it lacks depth for the topics it discusses, right? Like he's like, I need to go to rehab. We see him walking out of rehab. Show me
That could have
him
been the movie. That could have
Show
been the
me him with
movie.
withdrawal. Show me him like sweating and crying and freaking out and being like, just give me one hit. I need to take the edge off, please. Show that. Show the part where he's in therapy taking accountability for himself. Show me the part where he even needed the roids or the opioids. Show me the part where he's like in pain and oh everything hurts. Dude, I got something for you. Trust me. Boom. Show me that part. Show me him zonked out more. Maybe he almost gets in a car crash, and that's when Emily Blunt's like getting pissed off at him, but then she keeps flip-flopping on him. Show me that. Show me his vulnerability. Show me more emotion because I do think The Rock can act. But I don't know if he didn't want to show how vulnerable he could be because he's too busy protecting his character. Like in Black Adam. Yet he notoriously has a rough contract for action films where he can dictate how many punches he takes, and him and Vin Diesel have a contract that they can never lose a fight.
Yeah.
He will either tie in a fight or win, but he cannot lose.
Mhm.
And I wonder if that's what got in the way of this. I for sure there were problems, but I want to know who the problem was.
There's just no winning in this because the this is not a good actor. Like I'll say it. I think Dwayne has
What?
given good performances when like the material is given to him that can work. I mentioned before, I think his best performance is Pain and Gain. I think that's where he like really detached himself. But this is not a particularly interesting story. This is not a particularly interesting real life guy. And
But
if
see,
he is, they don't show that in the movie, you know?
but see, that's what I'm talking about though. I wonder why they didn't go into those ugly parts. Like that's what I want to that's the other thing I want to talk about is so in the film, UFC fighter, he's having issues with his contract. Why wasn't he more expressive in his emotions, being like, I'm the one taking the beatings.
Yeah,
You owe me more money than this.
yeah,
But he seemed like he was trying to restrain himself and be too nice of a guy. If they're trying to present Mark Kerr as this gentle giant who can fight, The Rock's the wrong guy to portray that. Andre the Giant could do that. He could be a gentle giant.
yeah.
Rock's not the right guy for that. The Rock is the kind of guy that he can be pissed off on the inside, and you owe me more money than that. Like get angry, but like it's seething, but he's trying to hold it in. I know The Rock can do that. Why they didn't go in that direction, I don't know. I think. Mark Kerr didn't want to be portrayed as this angry muscle guy, especially one that was dependent on opioids. What they should have done is keep most of the movie, right? Add better acting, throw in the part where he's gets addicted, show the rehab part, but they ended the film at the wrong piece. What should have happened is, so for those of you who don't know, remember that fight where he got a tie, right? Like
Yeah.
he got the because he bitched. He shouldn't have bitched. That's one thing. They should have come up to him, even if in real life he bitched. In the film, they should have come up to him and said, "Look, the knee strikes were illegal. The ref made a mistake. We cannot vacate the fight, but we're gonna call it a draw."
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like rewrite that part. Have him lose the fight, like the one where he loses. He get 10 days after that is when he gets married in Vegas to Emily Blunt's character.
Yeah.
10 days. Have them get married, and then after that, he has a rematch with that Russian guy that beat him in Vegas. And that's your story. Can I beat him while I'm clean? Can I beat him after I've taken my first loss? Am I a loser? Was it the drugs? And the story is him trying to get off them. And do I need them? Do I need them to win to be the best? And that's your story. And have him go into those depths. Have him have a crying scene where he's just like where Emily Blunt finds him just bawling out in the restroom on the floor. And he's like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I can't win without them. I'm not good enough. I need them. And she's just holding him, telling him, you're more than enough. Like you're, like there you go. And guess what? He wins the fight with the Russian. Have him win, and there's your ending. And maybe the last scene, I pitched this as the last scene. They have a son together. Have the
Yeah.
last scene be his son being born, holding him and telling him, "I promise, you're gonna be a better man than I ever was." There you go. That's your movie. They took a chunk of his life and they put the wrong chunk on display. Also, if they didn't want to be overly dramatic, I'm sorry, dude. It's a movie. Throw some Hollywood sprinkles on that bitch. No one's gonna complain. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Marty Supreme. I'm pretty sure not everything is 100% true to life. I'm pretty sure there's some drama added in.
Apparently, the only true thing about Marty Supreme is his name and the fact that he was very like he had a flair for the dramatic, and that's it.
There you
They
go.
even changed. They even
Which
changed
one's
his last
nominated
name
for
for
an
the movie.
Oscar? Which one's
Yeah,
nominated for an Oscar?
yeah. It's just
I want to know who to blame. As of right now, I blame everyone involved. I don't know if it was Benny, Dwayne, Mark Kerr, if it was Eli Bush, Herm Garcia, Danny Garcia, or David Copeland, or whoever the fuck.
yeah.
I want someone
Question.
to blame.
Question. I looked up like pictures of the real Mark Kerr, and this guy Mark Coleman who plays well, the guy who plays Mark Coleman, he looks more like him. Why didn't he just use him as like the main star? Like
Because
just te
theoretically, adding Dwayne The Rock Johnson to your film theoretically should boost the numbers. Or at the very least, maybe The Rock was very passionate. He's like, dude, I want to go for an Oscar movie, but The Rock is not going to be in a Schindler's List. The Rock is not going to be in a The Artist or what was the one where where the lady fucks a merman? The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Yeah.
Like The Rock's not going to be in any of those because he is on some level, and this is I'm not saying I feel sorry for him. He is typecast. He's an action guy. That is your
Yeah.
lane, Rock. Stay in your lane, action. I do think there was a point where he could have gotten out of that lane and tried more interesting things, but as of right now in his career, right here,
Yeah.
action, action.
Yeah.
No, action. You don't do drama. No, not Jungle Cruise. Action, action, guys.
Yeah. It's just
Which who knows
I
if
wish
Fast 11's ever coming out.
I know I don't want to like feel this I don't know. It's just one of those things that like you can tell that this is something that either got lost in the developing process or something because how do you take a very popular action star, a director that we know is capable of doing very tense, very anxious films, and you make a story about one of, if not the goriest combat sport ever, and you get like a like a room temp flat soda type shit. What is this?
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand where the failure came. I just know that they did fail somewhere. But I don't know where the fuck this failure came from.
It's just it's so many things. Like it was boring and it was slow and like for no reason. Like why? I mean, we talked about this before, but like the we're kind of going to end up ourselves just eating our own tail because we're just repeating the same things. But like the problem with the movie is extremely obvious, and there were no parts about this movie that I enjoyed. Like there was almost nothing. Like if I want to watch Emily Blunt acting well, I can see literally any other performance that she's ever done. Like I don't think she's ever done like a bad performance, and but she sadly doesn't elevate this kind of material because she is literally just the girlfriend. There's a moment in the movie where they're fighting in their house, and she goes like, "You don't even know anything about me," and I go like, "I don't know anything about you." Like
Hmm.
the movie didn't give you any personality. Like why would like you're asking him to care? Why should I care? And like I watched this with Jimmy, and I remember like during the movie ended, he was like, "That was so sad what they did to her. They made her seem like she was like the main source of the problem." And it's like what?
They,
Like
th-
what
there,
even is this?
there's a way to show a relationship where they're bad for each other. Like there's
Yeah.
this country song, I'm like fire and you're gasoline. You're bad. I'm bad for you and you're bad for me. Like there is a way to show toxic relationships like that where they just egg each other on and they make each other worse. And maybe at some point she's like, it's okay, like, I'll take care of you when he's getting high. Then another part, I think you need to work on it. You just said you're okay with it. I didn't see how bad you were.
Hmm.
And then maybe she's desperate because she's like, you're in pain, like go ahead and take it. Like she's an enabler. Do
Yeah.
that. Do that. But no, and Emily Blunt can do that. She can play an enabler. She could,
Yeah.
but they don't. They
Yeah.
should get into fights in public around people and they're arguing back and forth with each other. And the people are like, hey, can y'all take this outside?
Yeah.
Like, because they're screaming and yelling because it's ugly. He doesn't have to be abusive towards her. Emily Blunt is such a strong character, such a strong actress. She could yell at a guy who's a foot taller than her, and I'm still gonna be like, dude, she'll swing at you, man. You should back up. But no, no,
Yeah.
unfortunately, they chose to put the magnifying glass on the worst parts of his life. And you know what? I didn't like I don't, in retrospect, I really do hate that last part where he's at the grocery store. I think
Yeah.
if we had seen him like in a gym training guys and training people and like showing them, different story. I think they could have also done a better job of showing like, today's multi-million dollar UFC fighters and show like highlights make millions of dollars because he didn't.
Yeah.
And do that and show like he still works because he has to. He does have a job right now, I think in insurance sales, if I'm not mistaken. Um, he was one of the first truly big UFC stars, and look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
And look at where the UFC is now. Maybe they owe it to their fighters. Also, one interesting part that could also be fun, Pride, the place where he
Yeah.
was fighting, guess what was involved? Guess what criminal organization was involved with them?
Yakuza?
That's why they
Oh my
closed
God.
down. Debts. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine the Yakuza were involved with Pride, and he was like, "The fuck? You better win or else."
Yeah.
And like the guy shows him he's missing a thumb. Something.
Hmm. It's
Ah,
just
yes.
I don't care about this guy. Like I don't
And they
care
could have.
about this
You
guy.
could have. If they had done a better job, you could have cared. You could have loved this guy.
Yeah, the thing is that A24 already did a wrestling movie with heart and character and personality and everything, and like
What?
maybe the Iron Claw, like
No, no, no. I was gonna say, is the wrestler also A24 or no?
no,
No, that's
no, I meant
Fox.
no, I meant the Iron Claw.
No, no.
They already made like that movie. This feels like The Rock was just like, me want Oscar, and then saw Mark Kerr and was like, I look like him. Movie now.
He,
Now let me just go to In-N-Out and pretend like I'm having it for the first time for the third time,
man.
and sell my tequila that I didn't make, like let me just keep doing. I don't. This was his opportunity, man. This was the last chance that I was gonna give him, and no, look how you squandered it. Look how open-minded I went into your into your stupid shit of a movie, and look how angry I came out, even though I saw it. When did I first see this? Jesus, I'm so mad. Like I'm so fucking mad at this movie. Like it's just. And like I saw this in October 9th, 2025, and I've been mad ever since. And it's that fucking ending. That fucking like, oh, where are they now? A moment where like Mark Kerr walks out of the grocery store and just like randomly waves at the camera as if he did something, as if he did something, or if he just showed, something. And then they have the audacity to show like a final card that says his name is Mark Kerr. Like as to say like better remember it. And it's like
Hmm.
like that happened. I literally went like, who gives a fuck? Like if the UFC has made so much good in the world, like it has united so many nations and done so much good in the world. Fuck you, like don't even come up here with that shit.
You know, I just
Yeah,
realized something. I think we lost The Rock around 2017, 2018.
think so.
Because, like, look, do you remember the show? You know what? He can do dramatic. You know how I know that? You ever seen the show
Ballers?
Ballers?
No.
Great fucking show. Less than 50 episodes. Each episode was about an hour long. He played a former football player that was now trying to break in as an agent. Trying to. Like he's not rich. He has a reasonable apartment, reasonable house, reasonable car. But he is addicted to painkillers.
Yeah,
Um, but he's very much playing a very flawed guy. But here's the thing. In Ballers, The Rock allowed himself to be shown not in the best light. He lost sometimes. He got his ass kicked sometimes. It was more normal. Around that time though is when they did Fast and Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious and Furious 7 around that time. And that's when he had the whole beef with Vin Diesel. And that's when The Rock kind of got his head up his own ass.
yeah,
And I wonder if that's when, because I remember I didn't like the last season of Ballers because first season Rock was willing to lose, get his ass kicked, like be a reasonable person. Whereas in Ballers season 5, he's in the process of buying the Kansas City Chiefs with some investors. It's like feels like we got out of this. Y'all were sports agents. How the fuck are y'all buying an NFL team now? You
yeah.
know?
They even had like a moment in Ballers where like after the beef, like during the beef, there's a scene where like somebody like calls out to him and goes like, "Hey, are you Vin Diesel?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "No, he's ugly and I'm handsome."
Yeah.
Like
But
they
that's kind
literally
of
did
funny.
that.
That's kind of
Is
funny.
it? Is it?
I
I don't
guess with the
know.
delivery.
I don't know. I keep getting like all this like people telling me like, "Oh, he's so fun. Look at him and Kevin Hart. Aren't they so funny?" I'm like, I think Kevin Hart is funny. I think
I
The
don't think
Rock
Kevin
is
Hart's that
standing
funny.
next to him.
I don't
I
think
think
Kevin
The
Hart's
Rock is
funny.
standing. I think The Rock is standing next to him, and they're insulting each other. I do think that's happening. Is it funny?
I
I
think
try.
Dave Chappelle's
I don't
funny with
know.
Kevin Hart.
What?
Have you seen the part where oh God, I think it's Dave Chappelle talks about Kevin Hart
Oh
taking his
yeah,
son to go see him.
yeah. I did see that. Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I have
But
$500?
like, it's because Chappelle's funny. Like, you have that. But like, The Rock has been trying to insert his dick into every single project that he's slightly involved in, and he's not a team player. If you look at the Fighting with My Family poster, why is he in the poster? This is not about him. He has two scenes in the movie. Why is he at the forefront? You know? Why does this keep happening? Why is he? Do I do it? Why did he want to fight Superman again? Like, why am I back to this shit? Why, people say that we're trying to push an agenda of like, oh, they're trying to force, diversity and LGBTQ people into like our stuff. No, they're trying to push the Rock into our stuff. Fuck that guy, man. Like, why do I keep trying? Why do I need to keep seeing about him? Why are they remaking Moana? It's not even 10 years old. Why is he in this? No. Why? I'm so fucking mad.
The
Why
sound
does he
mixing on this
think
is so fucked.
what? The sound
The
mixing
sound
is what?
the sound mixing on
What?
this was so fucked.
Why is he in everything? Why? Why last year when they were nominating Emilia Perez, why was he sitting at their table? Why? Why when they're gonna give an Oscar for like best foreign film, he comes out and present. He's not foreign, he was born in the US. Why does he think that he's Latino? Why does he think that he's everything? Why is he selling hair gel? He's bald. Why? Why? I'm so mad. Why is he selling tequila? He's not Mexican. I fucking hate this guy, man. I fucking hate. He ruined John Cena's retirement tour, man. What the fuck?
That's the first thing I agree with you on.
Fuck this guy, man. Fuck him.
God.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
I feel like there's you got you sure about that? You got it all out?
Okay, yeah. I'm okay.
You sure?
I need to calm down. I need to calm down.
I feel like
Okay.
you're not calm.
Why? Why? Okay, okay. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm
All
calm.
right.
Oh, and he's a fucking nepo baby. There we go. That's it.
Is he in Nepo
That's it.
Baby? Oh, that's right, his dad.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Now I'm done. Okay. 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 I'm calm. Go.
Okay. All right. So
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
almost going to ask. Do
Okay. Yeah.
want to give this a score?
I'm not gonna be an asshole and give it like half a star. I'll give it a full 1 star, just because I do think that the style of filmmaking is very experimental, and maybe it could have worked, just not in this project. I do think Emily Blunt is doing her best. I think Ryan Bader is great as Mark Coleman. I would love to see another Benny Safdie solo directed movie and see if maybe he picks up a project that interests him more. I want to give a shout out to uh um give me a moment. Um just a moment. I want to give just a slight give me a moment. Give me just a moment here. I'm doing my best. I want to give a shout out to the makeup team who have worked in movies like The Revenant and Cabin in the Woods and Longlegs and The War for the Planet of the Apes and Moonrise Kingdom and Sinister and Doctor Strange and other movies that I know they're capable of doing great work. I congratulate them on their Oscar nomination. I would even be open to watching Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a good movie, but that's not gonna happen, is it? Because sadly, we need a full person and not just a body with no head, because his head is right up his ass. So, 1 star.
Um, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Not a very good movie at all.
Okay.
Uh, it did not piss me off anywhere near as bad as you.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give it 2 out of 10 because there's potential.
Is
There's
it?
very much potential, and he squandered it. I think
Okay.
that's the most offensive thing for me is the fact that I see what they could have done better, and instead of doing it better, they just did it the way they wanted to, which was the wrong way. I really do wonder if Benny had anyone like go over his script and was like, "Hey man, like you're not done with this, right? What do you mean? Yeah, the last page has him like crying or laughing in the shower. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Yeah. You sure you want
Uh,
that to be the how you end it? Because kind of blows.
he did have someone, go through the script. That person, unfortunately, was The Rock. So, you know,
Ah,
that's what you
okay.
do when you produce. So, you know.
All right. Let's talk about next week. Uh, you
Did I go
want?
too far? Did I overdo myself? Did I?
I think you spoke a lot of truth. Maybe some that you weren't comfortable with talking about, but I think you spoke a lot of truth.
It's just, it's just. Anyway, let's just. Okay. What do you want to do next week? Can we please do One Piece season 2 next week? I need something happy in my life.
How
Can
long are
we?
the episodes? I might be able to finish it in a few days.
Like 40 minutes, I think.
That's it. Here, let me see.
Yeah, and
I'm
like the
I'm
whole
literally on
season's done.
Netflix right now. You might be able to hear it.
Okay.
Wait, okay. Show, no, more info. Okay, show me season. Shut the fuck up. Okay, season two. An hour. How many episodes? Oh, there's only 8 episodes. Okay, I can probably knock this out in like 2 days. Yeah, fuck it. One Piece next.
Okay, let's go for that. Let's shoot for that. Because I need a fucking pick me up.
You need a palate cleanser.
I need the best of palate cleansers. So thank you everyone for joining us and for staying with us after my little tantrum that I
After
just had.
baseball and Chema's tantrum,
Thank you for joining us. My name was Chema,
I've been Eddie.
and this was the Rollback. Signing off with a reminder to sign up for fucking yoga classes because you need to calm down. It's just my, it's because I'm on my second cup of coffee. Maybe it's because of that.
I
So,
I think you just let out a lot of stuff that you've been feeling for a minute.
since October 9th, 2025. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye, everybody.